Hi, and welcome, or possibly welcome back to my series of videos on Online Marketing 101. And I like to tease that if you watch all of these videos, it's really like marketing 101, 102, 201, 202, and possibly just a little bit of 301. You're going to get a lot of information in all of these videos. That's why I have broken them up into smaller portions so that I'm trying to keep them 10 to 15 minutes each. I know your time is valuable and precious, just like all of ours is. So this way you can take them as you have time to watch them. So welcome back. I am Tracy Wainwright, and I'm an author, speaker, editor, and encourager. I love the word. I love using the word to transform lives, whether it's to transform people's writing from one level to the next or transfer your marketing so that you can have more book sales, transform your life. I just believe that words can transform us. And so that's what my goal is. And today we're going to be talking about transforming your author website. This is the first of the marketing tools that I talked about in video 2 in making your marketing plan. So please check that out if you haven't seen it yet. But really, your author website is your foundation for being online. I did talk about this a little bit in the previous video, so forgive me if I repeat this part of it, but it's really so vital that you understand that web presence is huge in marketing and book sales. Now, there you're going to have that author that you think about that didn't have a website and didn't do any marketing promoting, and they have sold millions of books, and the reason you can think of them, one or two of those, is because they are super rare. It's one out of thousands of authors that really have great book success without working your marketing. For the rest, 99.99% of us, we have to do the work to market our books, and having a website is the foundation of that marketing work. So, key elements. There are definitely some things you want to make sure that you have on your author website. So, here they come. All right. First thing, you want it to be uncluttered and attractive. I know this makes sense. However, if you're anywhere near ADHD like I am, you're always in a million places and have a thousand things going on, and you want to include everything for everybody. And it's really hard sometimes to get all of that information honed down and just make sure that your website is uncluttered, that it's clear who you are, what you're offering. You don't have a thousand links to different parts of your website, that you just make it as simplistic as possible. Maybe you're the person who's twiddling your thumbs going, I have no idea what to even put on my website. So uncluttered is not a problem. That's okay. We have tips for you too. The other half of this is attractive. So you want it to be crisp and clean and appealing to the eye. Think about your audience. So, if you're a suspense author or a romance author or a historical author or a fantasy author or a paranormal author, your website is going to look very different. But you want it to be attractive to your readership. So, as you're thinking about your website, whether you've already started your website, whether you've just thought about it, or whether you're going, whoa, website, what? I don't know how to do that. Think about who your readers are and what's going to convey the message that you want to convey in as uncluttered and an attractive way as you can. All right, so what do you showcase on your author website? Well, you want to showcase who you are because you are your brand. The first marketing video that I produced was about building your brand, and that's really key. As an author, you are your brand. So you may have a logo, you may have a tagline, you may have a book that's doing really well, but those are not necessarily your brand. They help create the whole of who your brand is, but you are your brand. So you want to showcase who you are. You don't want to plaster your website with 50 personal photos, your diet transformation, your kids, your dogs. You don't want to plaster it with personal information either, but you want to showcase who you are. What makes you an authority in the genre or genres you're writing in? What makes you the person that people are going to want to get to know through your reading? Who are you as a professional writer? If you have another profession, add that. If you are a mom, a wife, a husband, a grandparent, a dog lover, feel free to add that, but that needs to be a small part of how you showcase yourself. It really needs to be more of who you are as an author. Okay, you also want to show what you're offering. So, what is it you're offering people that come to your website? Are you offering books? Are you offering podcasts? Are you offering free short stories? Are you offering advice? You know, for most of you who are listening to this, you're going to be an author. So, your main thing is going to be books. And there may be some other things that you're offering as well. But you really want to focus and have the majority of your content based on your books. So, what are you offering? Okay, keep it focused, and that really is what I just said. Keep it focused. Also, I do a lot of different things. I'm involved in international missions. I may say something about that on my website, but I'm not going to have a whole tab for it. I'm not going to have more information about it there. I did a women's conference. I directed it for several years. I would mention it on my website, but my website didn't have strictly information about the conference. It had its own website because that was a different aspect of my life. And really, my author website is about me as an author. So maybe you have the super big passion for raising funds for cancer treatment or for rescuing dogs or for traveling around the world. That may be a small part of your website, but keep that, have another website maybe, but and have a link. That's okay too. But keep it focused on who you are and what you're offering as an author. Okay, update it regularly. So you want to make sure that your website's up to date. You want to change it once in a while. People will come back to your website. I would say every time I go check my statistics, only about 20 to 30% of my traffic is new people looking at my website. So there are people coming back over and over and over again looking at my website to see if I have new books, to see if I have any specials. Maybe they're checking out my blog that I hardly ever post to. But you want to update it regularly and make sure everything is current. Okay, have links to your social media. So when you're online, one of the most important things you can do is have links from the different places you are to where someone's going to look. So say for instance your website, well you still want to grow your Facebook following and your Twitter following and your Instagram following or wherever you are online. Have those links there and available. People are apt to do a one click and connect more so than they are to hunt and find you in different places. So this is something very easy that you can do, and most website servers just have it kind of automatically in there now, and you just have to plug in your link to that information. So have those links. Make it easy for people to find you everywhere. Here is a picture of my website. This is my home page. I have my banner there. So even though you can't see much, it tells you a lot about me. You see my links down there underneath my banner. My banner tells you exactly who I am. I only have 5 options across the top. My books is a drop down menu to get to the different genres, but I just wanted it clean and crisp, and these are your options, and I have different resources on there, but they're all under one tab because you really don't want to give people too many options. It's overwhelming. Okay, create a pop-up to feed your email list. I'll talk about this more. I haven't done specifically a MailChimp video or have it in the plans, but I think it would be a good idea. But MailChimp is the most widely used email server for email lists, and they make it very simple to create a pop-up to put on your website. This is a great way to direct traffic to your email list. I highly recommend having this. I also highly recommended having a page designated to feeding your email list. You didn't see that on my navigation menu. You won't see it on any of the options. It is a hidden page that I have the link for that I can send people to. I do it on Twitter, on Facebook, different places. So I offer a free book for signing up for my email list, and this is a page by itself, and here it is. So you still see it's still my page. This is basically a landing page, though. You have to have the direct link. And by the way, feel free to go here, tracywainwright.com/free-book. To sign up and get your free book of your choice. And then down here I have what my books are. I have a little banner and description for each of them so that you can sign up. I recommend the more options you have for people to connect with you and to sign up for your email list, the more likely you will have people to do so. Okay, consider a blog. I'm a horrible blogger. I'll admit that all day long. I have designs on becoming consistent one day. I have all these blog ideas in my head. If I could just record them and have them spit out in words in black and white, that would be awesome. But I haven't done that yet. But let's say you can be consistent 1, 2, 3 times a week. Put something on your blog about what you're writing, about your characters, about writing tips, about what's happening in your world. Feel free to do that. And maybe you just saw my batteries running dead, so I'm not sure if that showed up on the video or not. But anyway, we're going to keep recording. I'm not where I blog. Okay, see, I knew we were close to the end. So the what's next. So maybe you have questions about your author website. Please feel free to email me, tracy_wainwright.com, or sorry, at yahoo.com. I keep thinking about my batteries running dead. So feel free to email me with questions. I am not the most expert person on technology, but I've done it enough. I know some tips and tricks. I'd be willing to look at your website, and if you want advice, I'm very willing to do that. So, but let me know what experience you've had, who you use. Do you use Weebly? Do you use WordPress? Have you found another great website server? Let me know. Okay, so next video before we run out of power is building and using an email list. And so I do talk about that, and I do talk about MailChimp in there. There's some great videos on how to use MailChimp by other people. But we're just going to talk about why this is important as an author and how you can use it to really market and connect with your readers and potential readers. So that's the next video. It will be coming out very soon. I hope to put out 2 of these a week, so be looking for that. Thanks for joining me today. Feel free to go sign up for my email list and get your free book, or just shoot over to my website, or of course you can connect with me Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. I'm Tracy Wrights, the number 4 him, and on Facebook, Tracy Wainwright author page. And shoot me a comment, shoot me an email. Let me know how it's going with your author website or what other advice you might need. So thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time on Building and